Okay. So, okay, we're gonna start with showing on where most of you guys should know where the files are, but I'm gonna do this as if I'm doing chapter 3 for the first time from the very beginning. So, you know, we have to use my-quickbooks.com. You go into QB for 2019. Now, what you do is you scroll down. What I personally do is I will download my Excel reports first. So we're doing chapter 3. I'm going to open it up with Excel. So now when it opens it up, you're going to see how many reports you're actually going to have to export over. And this pretty much gives you an idea of how many tasks you're going to have to do in QuickBooks. Because I've noticed at the end of every chapter homework, we have to upload our Excel sheets into Connect. So now you see the list of what you have to do. What I do is I'll do file and I'll do save. Oh, wait, I have to enable it. Sorry. Enable editing. Okay. There we go. You can still see the Excel.
No, Patty.
Okay,
No.
I'm just saving it. Give me 1 sec. All right, just save that right now because I'm going to close it out anyway. Okay. I don't know what happened here. Okay. So all I did was save that. Now you go down and you want the starter files. Go to chapter 3. You have to do this every chapter.
I'm sorry, Patty. Can you slow down?
Sure.
I'm trying to catch up.
Okay.
So I have to download this every time when I'm doing the assignment?
For every chapter, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, so I downloaded it already.
Okay. So I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just redoing it because I already saved it.
Patty, I have a question.
Sure.
Okay, we have to download from Connect or we have to download from
No, you're
QuickBooks?
downloading it from myquickbooks.com from this screen, this website right here.
Okay.
myquickbooks.com is where all of your download files are.
I have a question. Last time I get from Connect, right, for chapter 2, but I don't know about this one. How we get this line like?
You
like
have to you have to go to this website and download. That's why you're not getting a lot of the forms and everything, because you have to download them for every chapter from this website.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Otherwise, you won't be able to complete all of the items you need to do. This is the website where you're going to get the Excel sheet you need to export your reports in. Okay, so now we did that. So now I have to open up QuickBooks. So now when it has no company open, what you want to do is you want to open or restore an existing company. And the reason you want to do that is because you just downloaded the files from myquickbooks.com. So now you have to open that file or restore it. When you're first starting the chapter, you're going to open the company file. You're not going to restore it. So you see how it's already checked here? Everybody with me?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to hit next. And now we're going to search from wherever you save it from. I think I threw mine on my desktop. I did. So now I'm going to click chapter 3 starter. And then I'm going to click open.
Can you do it again?
Okay. So when you first open QuickBooks, this is the screen you're going to have. When you're first starting the chapter, you want to do open or restore. We're going to click open. You see how open a company file is clicked right here? You hit next, and now you have to find the files. I have to see.
Eddie, I'm sorry, interrupting you. Are
okay.
you recording? Are you sure? Did you check?
I
Are you
am recording this.
The file we got it from my QuickBooks, the Excel
Yes.
file? Okay.
Yes. And you see how it says chapter 3? So I'm going to click that and I'm going to hit open. So now it's going to pull all of those reports that I'm opening for this session. It takes a minute.
Come on. So slow.
Sorry. Do you see how it came up here?
No, I'm still waiting.
Oh.
Slow. So slow.
No, QuickBooks is slow. It's an older version, that's why.
Oh.
So that, because we're working with an older version, it is on the slower side.
No.
I have a question. What if you
Sure.
made a few error transactions and you're trying to delete them?
Okay, we can go, what kind of error did you make?
I was doing the chapter 3 homework and I messed up. So I paid the bill and then I
Okay.
exported the report, but I forgot to export the bill one first before I paid it. So I was trying to like cancel everything so I could start over.
You don't have to cancel it. You can go into reports. Hold on, I have to do it. I'm sorry.
But I kind of messed up because I deleted it. Like I found 2 of them I deleted it, but I think something's wrong because the transaction numbers are off.
How far into chapter 3 are you?
C3.81.bill journal.
And what report is that? Is that the 3rd or 4th one?
1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 5th and the 6th.
It's the 5th and the 6th. I don't know exactly what you did and how many times you put it in and deleted it. Honestly, you might have to redo the chapter.
That's what I was afraid of.
Or did you back it up before you did that?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to have to restart the chapter.
So there's no way, it's because I see the transaction numbers are off. So there's no way to like find the old transactions and delete them.
QuickBook never fully deletes anything. So even though you're deleting it, it's still going to show as a transaction and skip to the next one. You would have to manually change everything going forward. And if you're not comfortable enough with QuickBooks, you can mess up the rest of your reports.
So do you think it's gonna like grade you wrong if the transaction numbers are off?
I wouldn't know until we get to that point.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna start
Yeah.
over.
I would.
I don't see the file that I downloaded.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. When are you using a Mac or are you using Windows?
Window.
Okay. Did you go into your download manager and see if the file's in there?
Yeah, there is nothing. I only see project 1, product business. Yeah, those files.
Then it didn't download. You have to re-download it from My QuickBooks.
Okay.
I'm gonna just wait a minute for everyone to catch up, and then we're gonna start with just changing the company name.
Okay, finally got it. Finally finished my assignment. Last question.
Oh, wow.
It's like I'm stuck. I don't know how to get in. That's why.
Into what, QuickBooks or in?
Yeah. Like I finally know. Like
the
I don't
old-
know. Like I finally. It's like I don't know how to export the file through.
I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm gonna show you how to do everything right there. Just
Mhm,
remembering to save it every time you export it out
uh-huh.
and then close the Excel file. I'm gonna show you how I do it, and it's just something so repetitive that
Mhm.
you just wind up doing it on your own.
Okay. Thank you, Patty.
You're welcome.
One more question. So I'm trying to
Yes.
start over.
Mhm.
So how do I delete it? Because when I open QuickBooks again, I still see chapter 3. So how do I just delete?
So what you
everything?
want to do is completely close out your QuickBooks.
Mhm.
And then remember when I first logged in, it asked me to open or restore. You're gonna
Yeah.
open chapter 3 like it's fresh. Like I already did chapter 3, but I just reopened it that it's brand new again.
So if I open it again, it doesn't save all the stuff that I just did.
Not unless you back it up.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Thank you. So I don't need to
welcome.
like download the starter file again.
Not if you have the original without a backup version, no.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Is everyone ready for me to move on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, so now we're gonna go and we're gonna change, the first thing you wanna do is change your company name. So we have here, you hit the little pencil. You're gonna put your company name. I do my first and last name and then the chapter. You hit okay. This is when we're exporting over the reports. It comes up on the Excel side.
Oh shoot. So for the
Okay.
company name, I could just put my name, right? Is that fine?
Yes. Well, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to put our first and last name for the company name,
Uh-huh.
the chapter. So you see how mine here says Patricia Evans, chapter.
Uh-huh.
That's what yours should say, not Patricia Evans. It should say whatever your name is, chapter 3.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So now from here, once you do this, you hit the little X and you close it out. This is our main screen. Most of the transactions you're gonna do will all come from this screen right here.
Mhm.
Chapter 3, it's teaching us to record deposits. So this right here under your banking section, this is your record deposits. You're gonna click this. This is where any outstanding payments that have not been applied to an account will always appear. So these two people made payments, but they're not in an account yet. For right now, we're gonna disregard, not even worry about these. What I want you to do is hit cancel at the bottom so that this screen goes away and you have this one where we're gonna make a deposit. Is everyone at this screen for me?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure your checking number up here matches what the book is telling you. Because that's important, because if that does not match, then whatever we do here will go into the wrong account.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're gonna double check your date. So the book tells us to do December 15th. We have to make sure that this says December 15th.
Is it 2022 or 2023?
If you're using the ebook, I think the ebook says 23. If you have the hard copy book, the book says 22.
Oh, okay.
Either date is okay as long as the 12 and the 15 are correct. I noticed she's been saying to go with either one. It depends on what book you're using.
Yeah, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so all this information I will get from book, right?
Yes. All of the information is in the book and they give it to you step by step, which I'm going to show you how to actually do from the book right now.
But what question? Like I know it's chapter 3, but what question?
Right now we are doing chapter 3 and we are doing banking from section 3.6. We're learning recorded deposit.
Thank you.
So now that we made sure our checking account is right and our date is right, we're gonna see, they want us to put our name in this first tab. So we're making the first payment. We're gonna put our name here.
Oh, I forgot. I was using a window.
I have another question.
Sure.
So I know you said that it won't save it if I didn't back it up, but in some of the activities in the textbook, it would be like after you enter certain stuff, like you press the save button. So those aren't saved either.
No, because you didn't back up the file. If you're reopening the file from the beginning, it didn't get a chance to, you didn't back it up. You're starting from the beginning again.
So because when I opened it back again, I still saw my name. So the only thing that was saved was the company name.
It should be because, see, like I said, I reopened this. I did this part where my name is in there and I still have to add myself now because it didn't save it. Because I'm not using a backed up copy.
Oh, so the only thing that's saved is your name, the company name, that's it.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So now the book is telling us, now that we put our name in, we're going to do a quick add. A quick add just makes a folder telling them that I'm just adding either a new company, a new person. You never do quick add for an employee, just so you know.
Okay.
So we're going to do other because they don't know what I am. They don't know if I'm a vendor. They don't know if I'm a customer, and I'm definitely not an employee. You're going to hit OK. Now the book is telling us that we're putting money into the capital stock account. Now you can hit the drop menu and look for the account number it's telling you to put it in. What I do personally is I type in the account number because it will take me right to it and save time. You click on the account number. Then you move over to your next tab. If it gives us a memo to put, you put the memo in this section. This one's not giving us a memo, so we don't have to. Next would be the check number. So we're using check 999. And because we put a check number in, we know we're using a check. We would click our little drop bar, go down to check. Don't worry about class. She doesn't ask us for that. And now we're going to put in the amount of $1,000. Everybody with me to this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, thank
Now we're gonna hit save. Okay. Now here's where we have to export our first journal. Okay. So what you do is you see where it says journal right here?
Mhm.
You're gonna click that. Now it's gonna bring us up to this screen to show that this transaction number made a deposit on the 12/15 $1,000 into our checking, credited our capital stock account, which we know there's always a debit and a credit. Now we're gonna go to Excel. We're gonna hit, you always click create a new worksheet. Okay. Once you hit click create a new worksheet, screen will always come up. You're always going to be replacing an existing worksheet. So you would click that. You're going to hit browse so you can find the worksheet that you're working with. So here, this is the new one that we're working with. Chapter 3 reports. You click open. Now you want to select a sheet. Now we just did the deposit journal because we just made a deposit and it's asking us to now do the deposit journal. And how you could always make sure you're exporting the correct reports is it will tell you for the section in the book will match hers right here. Click that. You make sure that that's there, then you hit export. Now, when Excel pops, you're going to see the exact same thing now is on my Excel worksheet. Excel go.
Mm.
There we go. Sorry. So everything's right there on the Excel. Now, you see how down here the number matched and it went right into this worksheet? Now you always want to make sure you hit save. Because if you don't, it's not going to save and then you'll lose this report. What I do is I close it out once I'm done because it's easier when you go to bring it back in. So do you need me to show you how to export it in again? Or is everyone go with that?
We're good.
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna close that out. Okay, you could just close this screen out because we already saved it. Sorry, I closed one too many. Okay, so then we did that part. So now we have to write a check. So now back to this banking section.
Write a check.
You're gonna do write check. The same thing applies here. Make sure that your checking account number matches because in later chapters, they have different checking accounts that you will have to go in between. Okay?
Okay.
Now it's telling us make sure you watch the date. Again. And you're going to pay to the order of computer services. The check amount is for $300. And If once you hit tab, it will automatically write it here for you.
I
On-
accidentally pressed enter
Go
and
ahead.
I accidentally pressed enter and it's just like completely like. Does enter do anything? Like, does it like?
No.
save?
It saves it. You see how I just saved it?
Oh shit. Do you know where to find it? Cause I don't know where it is now.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Go into your,
What? Let me see. Okay. Let's see.
okay. It's not, how far did you get into writing that check?
I just wrote Kershaw and I clicked enter and it just went to the same screen, like everything blanked out and the check.
Okay, it didn't register anything. You'll be okay. It
Okay.
didn't register anything. You'll be
Thank you.
okay. You're welcome. Try not to use enter though. Try to stick with the tab key or your mouse. I prefer to use my mouse. I
Okay.
don't make little boo-boos like that.
Okay.
So now, because they're not giving us a check number to use, they want us to do a print later. That's telling the system, I'm sorry. This is telling the system that the check needs to be printed later. In your memo, you're gonna put. No.
Алло,
Yes, go ahead.
знаешь, Аджи?
Oh, down, make sure that it's an
Улица.
because you're paying a bill. So you want to make sure that the account number is matching what the book is telling you. If it doesn't, you could just type in the account number and it will bring you to the section it's supposed to. You make sure that the amount is here.
Okay, bye.
Then once this is all done,
Ah,
everyone wrote their check.
Yeah.
Is the check number supposed to be 492?
No, you see up here where it says print later, that's supposed to be checked off because it's supposed to be printed later. So there is,
ما فهمتيش
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
ما فهمتيش
So now you want to do, go to your reports.
خصنا نلقى هادشي باش نبدا الهوم ورك ديالي حيتاش خاصني
Sweetie, who's ever talking in the background,
عرفتيني
can
انا
you
في
mute
السيستم يعني
yourself?
خاصني نبدا من داكشي علاش كنسول هادشي اللي ما فهمتيش هو انت ما كتفهم هو انت ما كتفكرش
Sorry about that. Okay, so now you guys can unmute yourself ones by one. She wasn't listening. She was very loud. So once you click reports on top, you're gonna go to transaction journal. This is gonna bring up the report that you have to export over. We're gonna do the same thing like we did before. We're gonna go to Excel. We're gonna create a new worksheet. We're gonna replace an existing worksheet. We're gonna browse. I always browse just to make sure that the correct one is right here for my file name. It's just a double check for myself. Make sure you hit open. And now we're gonna go to the check journal because that's the next step we were working on, which is 3.6.2. We're gonna hit export.
Patty,
Yes,
So if I for every journal transaction, I had to go through the textbook, and it will say the red, like on the red, right? It will say what to put in, right?
yes, yes.
Okay.
That's why the textbook is so important, because the textbook gives you all of the steps to do. Even though our Connect homeworks don't ask us for all of the answers we're doing here, the Connect does ask us for a copy of these worksheets. So now we just exported our check journal into the right tab. We save. Remember, saving is very important. If you go back and click your other one, you'll see we did this before. This was our journal for deposits. This one's our checks. And now you're ready to go to the next step. Like I said, I close out Excel just so that I don't copy over any other different journals.
Hetty,
Yes.
he's saying you must first select an existing transaction before you can run the general report.
You have,
Yes, save it.
did you save your writing of the check?
Okay, one second.
Now
Yeah,
it's saved, I just heard it. Now go on top to reports.
no, it's same thing.
I don't understand. You wrote your check, right?
Yeah,
Okay. You saved it. Now you hit reports. Now you go down to transaction journal. This,
yeah, that's coming up.
then you didn't do the check correctly. Re-put in the check,
Okay.
okay? And then make sure you hit save once you're done with that section. Okay, so now when you go up to reports and you hit transaction journal, are you still getting this screen?
Yeah, I'm still getting the same thing.
You shouldn't be. And are you putting in the date of 12/15
Yes.
and you have it checked print later?
Yeah.
Down at the bottom here, does it say expense with $300?
Yeah.
It has the account number 64,200
Yeah.
and it has an amount here.
300. Yes.
Okay. Are you, and when you first started, you went from the home screen of write a check?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be having that issue then. And then if you put it all in and you hit save,
So to say one with you click the save and new, or which one you click? Oh, that one.
this save. Now go to reports.
Oh yeah, it's working now. Thank you.
You're
Are we
welcome.
supposed to be at
How did
40?
you? Okay,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I got it. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Sorry, are we supposed to be at an ending balance of $47,069? Because I'm at $47,669. So we deposited one with $1,000 and then we wrote a check of 300. Those are the two steps, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, okay, now we're gonna create a sales receipt. So this is our customer section. This is where we would create a sales receipt. Okay, we're gonna open this up. Okay. Everyone has this template in front of them?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So now the customer's name, which is your customer job here, you're gonna type in whatever Ernest's last name is. Your tab. Make sure that the date is the 15th. He paid us in cash, so make sure you click your cash. In the items, he paid for cabinet pulls. So with this one, you go down to your cabinet, you see your cabinet pulls. You make sure your quantity is 1. And then the rate, you enter that he's paying $10. And then hit tab. And it will automatically do the tax for you. You're gonna do print later. And then we're gonna save. We always use the save on top. Don't use the saves down here, okay? Always on top.
So is the side is like the receipt, right?
Yeah, it's a sales receipt. This is that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he paid $10 for whatever cabinet pulls. I don't know what that means, but yeah, pretty much.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So now when we want to do, we save that. So now we want to see the report we just made here, right? So we're going to this. We're going to go over to your side. You're going to bring your bar down to reports.
Okay, report. Okay, oh, I see it.
We're going to do transaction journals. Where's that? That is. Wait a minute. Sorry. Let me hold on 1 second. I have to get you back to that screen. Hold on. Sales receipts. Reports. Hold on, I gotta take you guys a different way. That was my fault. I hit the wrong thing. I want to take you back to this. So you guys just watch how I do this because she didn't teach us this yet. I just know how to do this on my own. Okay. On this side where you see customers, I want you guys to export in the correct journal. You see where it says customers? Click that. In the search tab right here, you're going to put in his last name, Natiello. The little search thing. This is also in case you ever lose, you can also get back to what you were doing also. So you see the sales receipt we put in here on the 15th for the 1078, double that transaction, and it brings us back to where we were. You see where it's cash, cabinet pulls, everyone here with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're going to hit transaction journal.
Can you do it again, please?
Okay. Go to customers.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to type in the customer's name. You're gonna look for the sales receipt that we just put in for $10.78. You're gonna double click that.
Okay, I got it.
Okay,
Thank
now
you.
we're gonna, no problem, we're gonna go to transaction journal. And we're gonna go over to Excel. We're gonna create the new worksheet. We're gonna replace an existing. This becomes very repetitive. You're gonna make sure that it's the right one. That's not the right one. Hold on one second. Okay. You're gonna match out to the one that we're working on, which is 3.7.1. You're gonna hit export. And now it's here from what was exported over. You're gonna hit save. And you're gonna close this screen. Then you're gonna close this one, and you're gonna close this one. And you're gonna close that one, so you're back to your home screen. Now we're gonna go make a deposit. Yes. Yeah. You have a question? No, okay. So now Ernest is making his payment. So we're gonna hit record deposit. You see where we have Ernest right here, his receipt of 1078. Everybody see this on their record deposit section?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna click that and we're gonna hit okay. Make sure the little check is there. So now it brought us to our make deposit. We make sure that the checking account matches because that's where the payment's going. He's making it on the 15th. We want to verify that he made the payment of the 1078. And we're going to hit save up on top. Okay. Everybody get to that point yet?
Yep.
Yes. Then we're going to hit journal and we're going to export it over. You're going to create your new worksheet. You're going to replace an existing worksheet. I know I sound like I'm repeating myself, but that's a lot of what this is. You make sure that it's going to the right file. You hit open. And then you match it to 3.7.2. Export. Excel pops up. It's the 1078 matches on your debit and credit side and exported perfect. You hit save and you're done with that section. You close everything out and you go back to your home screen for your next part. Does everyone see how the textbook shows you how to put everything in?
Yeah.
Everyone a little more comfortable with exporting the reports over? Like I noticed in the group chat, that was a lot of the questions.
Maybe. Oh, I see it now. Okay. So I gotta go to chapter 3 first.
Piri, I have question.
Go ahead.
Okay, if I go to the Connect and if
Mhm.
we can see the ebook there, right?
So, hold on. I do not have the ebook. Some of the students do use the ebook. I prefer, I'm old fashioned. I'm old. I like having a book in front of me. I'm not gonna lie to you. But let me see if I can see the ebook. Make sure this is my, okay. Wanted to make sure that was not my accounting class that popped up. Okay, so. I don't know if I can go back into this. It doesn't let me go back in. I don't know. Not very familiar with the ebook, so I'm not sure with that, to be honest with you.
Okay, so once you log in to connect on the side, like
Okay.
try to go back to the to your front page when you log in. No, go to the
classes.
35,
Go to the
35 class. Go to the classes. Yes, click on that one.
Okay.
And you see that side over the ebook over there?
This?
That's the, yes, that's the.
Okay. See, I didn't even know I had it. Sorry. I'm like I said, I'm old fashioned. I like my books.
So all the information are here, so we can like open
Yes.
it another tab and then
Yes.
we can just
I'll
copy
tell
it.
you, you'll need to know this section here for the quiz and for the smart book. If you're doing the smart book questions, you have to know this section right here. You'll be asked quite a few questions on it. Same thing with this. This section is in the quiz. Oh, this is chapter 4. Sorry. How would I like go to a different?
You have to hit the sidebar. Or yeah, you go text the page number or.
Okay.
I don't remember what page was chapter 3.
Yeah, I know it's in the 140s. Let's see.
139 it starts.
Okay. So we just did this part here. So yes, and it shows you how to break it down. We just finished doing this. We had Ernest here. We had the undeposited funds. He made a cash payment for $10.78. It shows exactly the way the textbook does.
So I have a like confusion about to do the homework. Like first,
Okay.
I have to open the ebook,
Yeah.
and then second, I have to download chapter 3 from Quickbook, right?
Yep.
And then I have to go Quickbook again, and then put the information there from the book, and then just save, and then download to the Connect, right?
No, you have to download to Excel.
First, I have to download everything Excel, and then how can I give it to professor?
Because you upload it in Connect.
Okay, so there I have to upload the file, right?
Yes, when you go to do your homework, you're uploading. It's gonna ask you the last question for like since chapter 3 and 4. The last question is asking you to upload your worksheet from Excel that you exported all of the steps in the textbook. I will tell you, doing the ebook and only having one computer screen is going to make your lives a lot harder for this. It's
You're right, trust me. You're right.
Yeah, I could see it's a lot of back and forth. I have the textbook in front of me, so I can just look at the textbook and put in the information it's asking for. But to have one screen and have to do it through the ebook with the back and forth in between QuickBooks and Excel, you guys got to give yourself some time to do all the steps. I work from
So how much time she give us for the midterms? Any idea?
She didn't say. I don't know. She didn't say.
Oh, okay.
But I
She
will
said
tell
one day.
you.
One
I'm
day.
sorry. Oh,
She
we
said
have the
one
whole day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will tell you, when I went into the class last night just to ask what chapters are gonna be on the midterm, we are making our own company, like we're creating a company in QuickBooks. So I definitely advise everyone this weekend to look over chapter 11. Because that chapter is going to be the one to teach everyone how to make a company in QuickBooks. So you guys think that you got it from here? Because I'm going to be running out of time on the Zoom in 5 minutes.
One thing, don't forget to like give us the link, recorded
Mhm.
link, okay?
I will.
I have just last question. Can you please show us how to register for the QuickBook?
Okay, so hold on, let me close that. I can close those now. So when you try to, when it's gonna ask you to register, if I remember this,
Yeah, my trial finished like this week. That's why I just
that's a good question because I had this already registered. I don't. When the screen pops up asking you to register, oh, no, that's not that.
Patty, I think
Yeah.
you should go to help.
Is it in help?
Yes. And
Manage my QuickBooks account. If you're not registered, that's probably where you have to go. Hey, where did it go? Oh, it's gonna take me to the internet.
because my QuickBooks they say like not active yet.
Okay,
it should say activation or something like that. But I don't
mine's
see it there.
activated, so I'm not sure.
Mhm.
Maybe manage my license? No, that's
Someone
not it.
said it in the group chat. Someone wrote it in a group chat. Maybe you could go back and check that.
Yeah, or ask someone to repost it.
Oh, okay, thank you.
That one I'm not sure about. This is already active for me, so I'm not sure. I know when it popped up, I did it when the professor told us to do it. But just use all your Brooklyn College information or whichever college you're from.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so everybody pretty much has the gist of what they have to do?
Yes.
Okay, great. Chapter 4, I will tell you, you will have to use this section here. And you will have to match off the banking statements that are in the book. So you guys might have some questions with that because it's a little different than what you guys have been doing already. But we'll get to that when you guys get there, okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna stop the recording. I'm gonna post the link for it. And if you guys have questions, you guys can just text me.
Yeah, just one last question. Do we
Sure.
have to back this up for chapter 4, or can we just use a
Yes.
new?
No.
Okay.
Every time the book tells you to back it up because especially when you're doing the project version where Larry's landscaping, because I have had to use an older version and I used to have to use my backup for it. So make sure you back up your files.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Patty,
Yeah.
when we get to chapter 4 for the reconcile, are you gonna do
Mhm.
another Zoom showing us how to do it?
If everyone needs help, I can Friday night because I have class tomorrow. I have a test tomorrow. And then I have class Thursday night, a Zoom until 10 o'clock at night. And then I can do it Friday night.
Okay.
Okay, I can't do it before then because of my other classes. I
Patty,
have a full-time schedule, yes.
if you don't mind, do you have quick pay? Any you can post your email address or whatever cash app, because you're spending your time. I really appreciate you. I mean, all whatever people here, I think they
Listen.
agree. You know.
We're all in the
Uh,
same boat. We're all trying to learn different.
No, I mean, I know, but you're spending time with us. They say you're
It's
not
okay.
professor, you're not working for CUNY. We did
No,
favor
but
brothers,
you
right?
know what though? Because I've had students help me in other subjects that I had trouble with. So it's like a pay it forward. When you're good in one thing, you help
Uh-huh.
people who aren't, and then I may be horrible in economics and I have to lean on someone else for that. So
Okay, I mean,
don't worry.
thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank
Last
you.
question.
Sure.
What do you your physical book? Which year? The 2018, 2019.
2019. Everything we're doing is with 2019.
The thing is, I purchased with the Connect with the ebook. I don't have physical, but I have a 2018. It should be worth, you think, or?
Wait, if you purchase the ebook, that should be fine because whatever ebook that's up there should be the same thing.
I'm really old-fashioned too, it's not really. I can't use really ebook. Look it up the screen
Oh, I
again.
hate the ebook.
Professor, she say like the first day buy the $90 one book, so everybody buy that one. She not say for the like
Yeah, I
regular
agree
book.
with that. Yep.
Yeah, I
would
bought the
mention-
physical book. I can't. I'm not good with the ebook. I'm on the computer all day. I don't want to look at a computer all night too.
I agree.
Patty,
Yes.
what happens if I don't back up the file?
Oh, you'll lose everything you did. And if you need the previous, so for instance, on Larry's landscaping, if you didn't back up the file for project 2, when you go to start project 3, you have to redo everything from chapter 2 for Larry's landscaping just to start chapter 3's project.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I said back everything up. If the book tells you to save a backup, because when you start chapter 3's project for Larry's landscaping, it's going to tell you to restore project 2.1 of Larry's landscaping.
Can you show one more time how to back it up?
Yes, that I will show you. So what you're going to do is you go to file.
Okay.
You're going to go to backup my company. You're going to create a local backup. Okay. So you're going to click that. Let me move my screen down. So now you want to do a local backup. You're going to hit next. So now it's going to ask you, where do you want this saved? Me personally, I have a folder on my desktop called new folder where all of my, you see restored project 1, 3.3. I have a folder where I keep all of mine. You can, I'm not comfortable with just leaving things on my desktop. So that's why I have a folder, but I'm going to just put this here. I'm going to hit okay. And it didn't, hold on. Sorry.
does it matter if you do it in the beginning or in the end?
You should be doing it in the beginning. You're just setting it up. Way through, you should stop and do a backup. What if your computer shorts out and you already spent an hour and a half on half of these stupid reports? I've had it happen to me. I've gone black during a midterm, so I don't take chance for nothing anymore. So I do halfway, and then unless the book tells me to, and I'll do it as the book tells me to. I always back it up right before I'm done for the night. So now I see that I have it here, going to be saved on my desktop. I unclick the limit of 3 because I will tell you in chapter 4, for one part alone, you will have 4 backups. So uncheck that. Now you're going to hit okay. You want to, yes, use this location. Now it's going to ask you, when do you want to save your backup? You're going to save it now. You're going to hit next. And now it's going to ask you to name it. So I'm just going to put help here because that's what it was. And you hit save. And now it's going to take a minute to back up everything you just did and save it onto your computer or flash drive or wherever you're pointing it to.
So I didn't save my chapter 2 homework, so I have to do it again.
I'll do it again, and as soon as it's done, it takes a minute.
Before we're gonna start the QuickBook, we have to set up the customer, whatever you click, the vendors, right? We have to edit all the numbers, right, from the physical book.
Before
Because when I
them
click my
in as
vendors,
you're
it's
doing them.
empty.
Huh?
Can you hear me now?
I
Can you
can
hear
hear
me
you.
now?
Yes, go ahead.
When you start with the QuickBook in the beginning, you're gonna set up with the vendors, yeah, customers. Because when I click the vendors or deposit or checks, it's like empty. You know, I don't have. I
For
think I have
which
to
chapter? Which chapter you working with?
chapter 3.
In chapter 3, if I hit vendor, because that's what we're in right now, there's a history here. A lot of
I
it,
don't have this one.
then you didn't download the chapter 3 starter files correctly, and you have to start from the beginning.
Ready?
Yes.
I forgot my question.
Okay, so you want me to show you how to do backup one more time?
No, I said I didn't save my chapter 2 homework, so I have to do it again to start my chapter 3 homework.
If you didn't save your Larry's landscaping, then yes, you have to redo the landscaping.
So the one we are doing is rocks castle, but the on connect it's landscape, so we have to do it again.
Yep, you're gonna need Larry's landscaping 2.1 backup version for your Larry's 3.1 project, because you have to already go based off of what you started really from the beginning.
Okay.
Since chapter 1, you've been working on Larry's landscaping. You're just adding to him.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Any more questions? You guys can definitely reach me on WhatsApp app. You know, everybody. A few of you have texted me on the side, whichever is easier for you guys. But whatever help you guys need. I have no problem showing you guys, but I'm not going to just outright give my homework. Okay. You guys really need to know how to do this if you're going into accounting. I've been doing bookkeeping for over 10 years now, and I use QuickBooks all day long.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're
Thank
welcome,
you.
guys.
Thank you, Patty.
You're welcome. And once I learn how to post the link, I'll post the link in the group chat. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Patty.
You're welcome. Good night.
Have a
Good
good night.
Thank you,
Bye.
Patty.
Bye-bye.
Stay safe.
You too.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
Eddie,
Yes.
you taking accounting 3021 because I saw you taking intermediate.
Yes.
Who's your professor?
Beatrice.